Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Palmisano here. And if you're unfamiliar with the movie Eddie and the Cruisers, the band behind that music and a lot of Rocky's music was John Cafferty and the Beaver Brown Band. And I never thought that this band got as much credit as they deserved. Now, the song I've picked today to feature is called Just a Matter of Time. And it's an incredible story, a 3-part story with a little bridge about how it's a man who's a musician, remembers what it was like as a child to dream, that anything was possible. You just had to believe that you could do it and you could get there. And then you get in your middle stage of life, perhaps, and you realize that you've compromised. In your heart of hearts, you've compromised. But then you make a hard choice. Things change. You deal through the pain, and then perhaps on the other side, you welcome a new day and come to find that perhaps you can dream again. It's an incredible song that just captures the entire vibe of the movie. And for somebody who has been working their whole life to, not that I don't love being a teacher and doing what I do, but to get back to playing and making music that only I can make, this has been speaking to me a lot lately. And I've been listening to this song on repeat. And there's so many cool things in here that I want to show you. So I'm going to play it and break it down. But I want to say one thing. The drummer. I don't know who this drummer is, but this is one of the best grooves I have ever heard, ever. So while you guys are learning this and taking out your guitar, do me a favor, anybody out there, fire it up, see if you can figure out who this drummer is, because I love him. He is spectacular. And remember, you're only ever as good as your drummer, so this is a really good band. The snare. I wish you could see his left hand back. I know it's a crappy iPhone recording, but there's so much good stuff happening. Your basic groove in here is B flat major, right? Quick to 4, E flat, and you have that whole, you got that that little keyboard part up top, right? Now it does go to a 6 minor chord, then back to your 4. And then then up to your 5 to tie it all together. Now, the vocal parts, remember, I tell you, learn the vocal part to every song that you learn, because the answer to all of your questions, what makes a hit, what makes this memorable, is in the melody line. One other thing I want to make sure that you get is that in addition to that little keyboard part, is you got this constant, very Prince style. You got a B flat, a C, and an F. This is, you can look at this as like B flat sus, right? But this upper triad stays throughout all the chords. You got B flat, right? Even over G, it does this. And over F. It's beautiful and so 80s. Check out this melody.
When you wake up one day.
When you wake up one day. 1, 2, 3, right? From B flat.
Those dreams somehow faded away.
Same thing. But kind of stays on that 3 a little bit.
The road that you followed and turned.
Then now it drops down to the 1.
Can't find where that fire once burned.
Stays up. Things that we can do with the voice, right? Now, goes to the 4 chord.
Can look you so straight in the eye.
Cool thing happens here. Again, over the 4 chord, E flat, right? It goes. Can't look yourself straight in the eye. 3, 4, 3, 2, 6, 1, 2, major 7th. Now, why is that weird? Because we're over E flat right now. So you get that tritone. But this is why it works. This beauty of a voice, it just slides right into it like you're going to resolve it, but it never really quite gets there, right? Really cool. And he does that over each of the next chords, right? So over that G minor, right? So now that's a 2, okay? But this whole thing is just a setup. This whole thing is just a setup. Remember, what is this A note? It's the leading tone back to B flat, which is our key, right? Right? Brightens it up. And then 5, 6, 1, 2. So all these A's right here, all these leading tones, that just presentation back and forth, just keep repeating it, that is just to set your ear up. Right? Now you're over the 5 chord. You would think that's where you'd play the A, because it's the 3 of the 5 chord. But no, he just set it up 2 stanzas before. Again, over the 4 chord, where it's a flat 5, and over the 6 chord, where it's a 9. But again, this pull, you know, back to 1. Beautiful, simple, and such a powerful message. Again, learn the melody to every song you learn. Here's the bridge. Watching on the drum. That crack of the snare, open of the hi-hat, and the double on the kick. Perfect groove. Swimming in it. Swimming in it.
How much you want it all. Can't believe how you take it for.
Let's get some of that sax solo. Now, I'm not going to be able to flow like a sax can, but 9, coming down from that flat 3. Actually, from, yeah, almost to the major third. That, love that. So that's major 6, 5, 3 into 2 to 1. Again, ending on that major 6th. Love that that G's in there. Wait. It's just a B flat major pentatonic. Now, we're over this G minor chord right now, so we're just focusing on this G minor little pentatonic thing. Now again, what is that? That's your 9, and forever. That's the 5th of your 5 chord. So there are your 5 chords F. You're playing that C, that's why it works. Again, this is B flat major pentatonic, just with all the bluesy slides. Through the flat 3, through the flat 5, just silky, silky smooth. Guitars just can't do it like that, but it is theoretically stone cold simple. Squirrely note there on the end. From what I can tell, again, little just B flat major action. We'll get what we can. Little sequence there, but again, this is just 5, 6, major 7, 1 in B flat, which again, relative major to G minor, so you can think of it like G minor, but you know, it's that little. Something like that. Love shooting for that C. Like that. You can tell he's thinking G minor going down here. Because it's just the way his fingers are stacking up and how he's landing on that G. Again, same notes, it's just where your emphasis changes. So that's a cool little thing there. So you're in G minor. Again, same as B flat major. But he's shooting for that F, or sorry, that E flat. When that chord comes across, that little motif really makes it open up. Because we're here. That rip-a-doo-doo. Listen to this verse. Reach out one day. Take just one small grain of sand right into the palm of your hand. It may be in the end you're able to dream once again. It may be fall back in line. Just matter. What a band. Seriously, listen to this drummer. It's just a matter of time. I mean, just seriously, what a band and what a song. Anybody out there knows who that drummer is, please let me know. Need to know. Somebody out there knows. You're only ever as good as your drummer. And just a spectacular groove. And not a groove you hear all the time. Doom, 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 doom. Ta-ka. Right? It's not a 2 and 4 thing. It's really I hear it like in 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? Like it's I know that's not exactly right, but it's got that swampy bluesiness to it, right? Now, just the tune in general, simple. 1, 4, 6, and a 5 in B flat. You have this little sus thing, this Prince sus chord going throughout that gives it that floaty vibe, that feeling of hope, right? It's that maybe we can dream again sound, right? It's also the same sound as nostalgia, right? Like we think back in time. But just the message of the song, man, for me, you guys know I'm a sucker for the song. I'm a sucker for good melodies and the message behind it. And this is so simple. Like, I grew up wanting to be a guitar player and play music my whole life. Felt like anything was possible. And didn't think that anything could stop me at all. And while I'm super happy with what I'm doing now in my life and my family and everything else, I to quote the song, I know in my heart of hearts that I compromised, right? I compromised on the music. In other words, I don't make any music, man. I'm a teacher. I translate. I love it. It's a perfect job. Like everybody, you need teachers. You need people to motivate and inspire you. But at the same time, like, when you're not making the stuff that only you can make, right? And I know I'm not doing that. And I'm about to be 40 soon. And then I love how the character gets to a point where he says, screw it. I'm not dying. I'm not going away with this unfinished feeling in myself. And then he presents you with an option, just you wake up one day, and it's an invitation. You just take one small grain of sand in your hand and you realize that perhaps you might be able to dream again. And I think about that a lot because I want to start playing music. I want to do it more than anything in my life, creatively. And I am going to do it. And I'm going to write a song this week. And I don't know, I'm kind of on my soapbox right now. But one of the best bands of all time. One of the best collection of songs of all time. Forget about movie or not movie. And seriously, the sax, the entire band, but who is that drummer? I'm telling you, makes it. And John Cafferty's just perfect, smooth blend voice. When he goes into that, right? That perfect. That's it, my friends. I love you all very much. If you'd like to support the channel and you'd like to learn my teaching process, it's the first link in the description. It's called GuitarGate. It's a community based around all my lessons and all my courses. It's my life's work. I'm deeply, deeply proud of it. So if you dig the vibe of how these chords and melodies go together and finding good music, click the button. I'd love to be your online teacher. Cheers.